Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here tonight with a revamp of the original Crooked Line Racing Series, Wednesday night, late model stock series. Super excited to be out here tonight calling action. I'm actually joined by a good buddy, Samuel Baumgartner. Sam's up in the booth with me. Sam, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, we're doing good, man. You know, the 91 was going to be out there on track tonight, but we were having a few problems there in tech inspection, so couldn't make tonight. Should be out there next week. Figured we'd join you in the booth tonight.
So tonight, it's 5 flags. This series is going to be a little bit different than our other series, but just a little bit different. Everything else is going to be the same except race length. Tonight's race, with it being a season opener, it's going to be one of our longer races of the season, 125 laps here tonight. The one difference from our Monday night series that we're bringing over to the Wednesday night series, we'll have competition caution, lap 50. If there's 3 cautions before the lap 50, then of course there won't be no top caution. So if we can all work together and keep track of that, that'd be awesome. Help me remember, so I'm not looking goofy up here. As these drivers have about 3 minutes left in practice, and then they're going straight into qualifying. They got 2 laps to get their qualifying laps in, get it done, and see where they start tonight's grid. As I'm trying to see what we have out here right now. Brian Zinnerman is currently sitting on the top side of the practice board, Sam. Sitting with a 17.59, so lap times are pretty quick around here for this to be a bigger style short track, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at timing and scoring right now. I mean, you look at the top 5. You got Zimmerman with a 17.6, a Campbell with a 17.6, and then a 17.6, a 6, a 6, all the way down until you get to 8th place, and then somebody is in the 7s. Really close lap times here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if these cars are going to be based on momentum or if these guys are going to be able to pass fair and square.
It's going to be a tough night, I do believe, to pass all night long because Sam just hit on it right then perfectly. Look at the lap times. This entire field is separated. There's 20 cars out here. They're separated by under half a second. That means lap after lap, you're going to have competition. You're going to have drivers always right there on top of each other. And before we even get to the race, let's see if we can pull up our keys to tonight's event. The keys to the race, as I like to call it. See the first key right there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Taking care of your tires. 125 laps out here tonight. These tires are not like the tires we have on the Tour mods. They're not like the tires we have on the Super Late models. These tires, they wear out. I compare these tires more to the street stock tires. Basically like a street tire. So they wear out, and they wear out quickly. I was hearing reports from drivers that after about 3 laps, their lap times are already falling off. So tires will be king tonight. There you see right there as well. Fuel load. They can go about 60 to 70 laps depending on how you're attacking the track. So fuel will come into factor. They should be able to make the competition caution at lap 50 fairly easily, but you never know. I mean, anything can happen. And right there, track position is king. And with that comes the choose cone. 5 flags, you can get by Sam running the high lane. So, I mean, I think we're going to see choose cone really be important to how a lot of these drivers attack a track like 5 flags tonight.
Well, something interesting I noticed with the other series, the Tour mods and the Super Late models, the guys were kind of messing around with the choose cone, right? The leader would sometimes take the bottom and sometimes take the top. I mean, it's all going to depend on what kind of launch you think you can get and what kind of angle do you want to take into turn 1. That's pretty much what we're going to have to look for all night. But that choose cone, I mean, it's helped guys in the past go from the back all the way up to the front. It's going to be really interesting to see what guys decide to choose.
Exactly. As we're just a little bit under a half mile, qualifying is getting underway, and I see that track temp right there, 110 degrees. So the track's hot, it's going to be slick, and it's going to be a good one, folks. Let's see who our first driver to take it out onto the track. It looks like it's going to be newcomer to the series, the 68 machine of Aaron Raymond. Let's see if we can get our tower scoring up on the side, so you can see and pay attention to where your favorite driver will start tonight's event. Looking like we're going to have about 20 plus cars show up to take the green flag, as Aaron Raymond, 68, already starting to wiggle. So you can already see the track slick. It's hot. It's going to be a challenge all night long.
Aaron Raymond coming out of turn number 4 right now. He's going to finish lap 1, set the first time, a 17.77. Going to have to see if he can improve on that because Chris Carroll just bumped him off of the provisional pole with a 17.66. Number 68 coming out of turn number 4 and across the line. Can he bump Carroll back off? He goes a little bit quicker, but not enough to take the pole back over.
200s off the provisional pole of Chris Carroll right now, as we got Brandon Campbell on screen now. Coming out turn number 3 and 4, a little bit higher. Going to try to get the momentum. That was his second lap, actually, so failed that one right there. I tried to ride on board with him. As now you see Chris Sawyer here. So these drivers, they're not really waiting. As soon as they get the chance to go, they're going out there to see what kind of times they can put down. As Sawyer goes to P10 his first lap around the track.
Looks like he's going to go ahead and take that lap, a 17.95, good enough for 11th position right now. Tyler Johnson, Tanner, he's out on track. He just went 7th fastest on his first lap, down the back straightaway for his second lap. First lap is 17.78 for the number 5. And coming out of turn number 4, let's see if he can improve.
As he does not. He puts up the same lap time, Sam.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Put up the same lap time like that.
It's 100th off. It went from a 17.77 to a 17.788. Or 17.78, excuse me. So That's pretty consistent right there, to say the least.
Well, how about this, Tanner? We got a guy who started the Crooked Line series on the dirt side of things. He's been coming out to all these other races. Jason Corn, that number 39, he's out there starting his qualifying run.
As he is coming out of turn number 2, or turn number 4, excuse me. And his first lap around 22 on the board. We're going to see if he can get a little bit quicker here. But like you mentioned, he is a dirt guy, but I love it that he still comes out here and races on the asphalt. He said he's learning the asphalt side of things. 2 different disciplines in racing as he comes out of turn number 4 here. See if he can get a little bit quicker. He does get a little bit quicker, so he's going to hold on to the 22nd spot on the grid.
The 39 machine was late to get the car off the hauler there for practice, so might be using qualifying here as a couple of practice laps, kind of feel it out. He's out in the 18-second bracket, which is slow, so I think he's trying to start near the rear of the field.
I think you are exactly right with that. As we have about a minute and a half left of qualifying remaining, it looks as if most have taken their lap, Sam, so I think we're going to pay the bills. We're going to throw it over one more time to MF Racing Designs, and we'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we are back. I want to thank MF Racing Designs for sponsoring basically the entirety of Crooked Line Racing. Michael Fogg puts together some fantastic paint schemes. You can get yourself one by messaging MF Racing Designs on Facebook. They'll get you suited and booted looking fresh. And you know what they say, if you look good, you have to run at least a tenth faster. So gain the advantage on your competition and look good while you're doing it. MF Racing Designs. As we get the grid music playing, Sam, let's go through our starting order for tonight's season opener event here at Five Flags. As you see, put it on the pole in the number 97 with a 17663. Representing Pit Lizard Performance is Chris Carroll with Aaron Raymond in the 68 firing off to his outside, row number 1. Inside row number 2 is going to be the man in the number 7. Got a lot of Canadians in this series as I'm looking down the list here. Brandon Campbell, P3. Brian Zimmerman, USA Firearms on in the 28, starting 4th with Troy Tarbuck starting in the 5th place spot. Jason Day, number 52. He brought it at the end home at qualifying P6. Brandon Mettler's in 7th. Tyler Johnson's 8th. Larry Bell's going to be starting 9th. With Wesley Whitfield playing shotgun to the top 10, put it in P10. In the 11th place spot, we have Old Buster, Mr. Michael Wood. 12th is going to be Guy Barrett. And keep on circling on down. 13th, Wayne Anderson. 14 is Mitchell Muma. 15, Zach Murphy. Good to see Zach out here. He runs a lot of tour mods, not a lot of late model stuff, so cool to see Murphy come out here. Chris Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Tron, in number 22. He'll be starting in the 16th spot. In the 17th position, Chris Sawyer. Chummy Miller in 18th. 19th, Derek Stanley. 20th, Scott Smith. Cale Butler's in the 21st spot. With Jason Corn in 22nd. Oh my, we got a laundry list. 23rd, Josh Beaver. 24th, Bill Groves. 25th, Timmy Catalano. 26th, Jacob Lamb. In the 27th spot, we got Gary Wright from GW Racing. Stephen T. Johnson, 28th. Josh Carter in the 29th position with Justin Corker playing shotgun to the field. As I can't lie, I was multitasking like crazy that entire grid. That was rough. I hope that's not I hope that's not a tale of what's to come, man, because that was rough right there. Woo! As we're getting ready to go here, brother. We did get it done before they started moving, though, somehow, some way.
Yeah, so Flagman's letting the guys know right now, 2 laps of green. These guys are going to get ready, get these tires warmed up, and I heard you talking to one of the drivers before the race, Tanner. That right front, I think these guys are really going to have to worry about that tonight. It's going to be about saving that right front.
Saving. I think that's going to be the biggest key all night long tonight. When's it time to push it? When's it time just to kind of hold back? 125 laps. Season opener here tonight. I'm excited. Hit that thumbs up button if you're still with us as we're getting ready to get the show officially started. We're waiting for that General News pace car to make that hard left-hand turn on pit road as we get season number 1 fired up and ready to roll.
30 late models here tonight at Five Flags Speedway for the season opener. It's time to get them going.
It's in the hands of the flag man. Remember, they have to wait for the green flag to come out. Green is out, though. They are off. Looks like your top 3 got a great launch. 4th place of Brian Zimmerman did not, but he's able to slot in right there where he should have been, P4.
Side by side right now for the race lead. Chris Carroll going to go down to the bottom side of the racetrack to 68 of Aaron Raymond's going to hold up top. He pushes up there.
I'm already seeing caution out on the speedway.
Might want to take a look at the number 12 of Bill Gross.
I'm thinking here as we bring it back on our True Sim Productions record replay. And I'm trying to figure out where is the 12 car here.
Oh, so Tanner, yeah, take a look at the 12 car and the 26 there going into turn 1. Looks like the 26 gets a little contact there with the outside car. I believe that's a 54, it looks like.
It looks like it.
Yeah, and then that just sends him up into the 12 and sends the 12 around, unfortunately, in the outside retaining wall.
Ultimately nowhere to go for the 12 of Bill Gross right there, but luckily for him, did sustain a little bit of damage. Whoa, having to dodge a dynamite right then, too. Got a little bit of damage on that 12 machine, but shouldn't really hurt him at a track like this. Now, Sam, 30-plus cars. They didn't complete a lap, so you know what that means. There's going to be single file on this restart. That's really going to benefit our race leader. 97 of Chris Carroll.
It's gonna benefit the race leader for sure, but I think it's really gonna benefit these guys in the long run. We've noticed in the other series that when they go single file, we get a long green flag run in, and guys able to start passing each other. We can really see what happens once they get some green flag laps under these tires.
You are correct. Like we mentioned a while ago, they're basically like street tires, right? So they're not up to temperatures yet. I promise you it's going to take more than a lap and a half for them to start putting down some real quick heaters of laps, real good pace laps. So I'm curious to see how the race transitions throughout the night as the tires do start to wear. Remember, tires are one of the keys to tonight's event. They do have one set in the pits. 125 laps. When's the right time to go down and take those tires? Well, that's anybody's guess.
So do you have a pick for tonight, Tanner? That's a real question.
It's tough, man. I was thinking about that a while ago. I don't want to broadcast or curse anybody, but I don't want to look like a fool either because there's 30-something cars out here. We saw the whole field separated by less than half a second. It's tough, man. I don't know. I'll pick, though, just to go with it. I'm going to take... I'm going to go 68. Aaron Raymond, currently sitting P2 right behind our race leader, Chris Carroll.
That's a pretty interesting pick. I tell you what, I'm going to go with somebody who kind of sits near the middle of the pack and then comes up later in the race. I'm going with that 52 of Jason Day.
Oh, Jason Day won the Tour Modified race last night. Can he go back-to-back? Won it on Tuesday. Can he win it on Wednesday? Pace car getting ready to pull off, Sam.
This restart's going to be in the hands of Chris Carroll coming down into the restart zone. He fires them off, and we're back underway.
As you can see, Chris did get the advantage here. I want to go ahead and cycle back to the field. We're seeing everybody give the speed. Look at the single file. You still got people coming out of turn number 4 just due to the single file nature. Everybody getting strung out. But when it is single file, like Sam said, that kind of lets the field spread out, get a little bit of elbow room, right? So you're more comfortable. You're not as quick to be on defense. But right here, I say that, Brandon Campbell already being hounded by the 28 machine of Brian Zimmerman for the P3 spot. Oh, the 7 car got to the wall a little bit.
Yeah, you saw the tire smoke. He tapped the outside wall just a little bit. Got a little bit of right side damage. I don't think it's going to affect him too much, but it allowed the 28 to take advantage of that mistake and now put Brian Zimmerman up to third.
And back out front, they run how they qualified right now as we're 9 laps in, already coming to lap number 10. As time flies by when you're having fun, folks. Chris Carroll, Aaron Raymond, that's 1-2. Brian Zimmerman did gain a spot up to P3. Let's see if we can kind of look throughout the field real quick, see if we find anybody battling right now. With it being single file, that's going to really let them turn laps. And if you're somebody that's a little quicker that may have butchered your qualifying effort, single file kind of lets you put the race in your hands, kind of. You get to, basically, like I mentioned a while ago, you're not on defense. You kind of get to go more on offense. You get to pick off a driver once every so laps, right?
Looking back through the field here, Tanner, everybody is really single filed out. They're being really patient right now. They know there's still a long way to go. We're only on lap 12 of 125. There's plenty of time here tonight. You still got a possible competition caution coming up. So why not just ride around here for a few laps, see what your car is going to do, and see how fast you are here tonight.
And we're going to see if we can jump on board with Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle. It's the number 52 of Jason Day. We're going to have him take us a lap around this half-mile oval here in Pensacola, Florida. So you see right here, right at the start-finish line, you're basically off throttle as soon as you cross start-finish line. You go just a little bit, dive it all the way down to that white line. You're going to feed it all the way out to that wall, trying to get all the grip you can. And you can tell how bright it is here. They're in Florida right now. It's hot. Track slick. You see Jason not really having to put a whole lot of wheel movement in it. Looks like he has a 52 hooked up.
It almost sounds like he's kind of saving a little bit of tire. I mean, he gets the run through the center of the corner there. You see him catch the back bumper there, Campbell, through the center. But once they get that drive off, the other guys are starting to pull away. But I think that's what Day's trying to do. He's trying to just save that right front. Again, there's still a long way to go. And you really got to manage your tires here if this thing's going to go green.
Oh, right. As we're going to jump on board with the leader now. I just want to compare and contrast driving styles here. These cars are more of a finesse type car. You can't really cannot throw them around like you can a super late model. So Chris Carroll's somebody, he's pretty tough on the wheel. He works that wheel normally, but even he looks pretty smooth right now, not really having to catch the car a whole lot. So these drivers out here with that fixed setup, they look like they're pretty ripped up right now. How's that going to change as these tires start to wear, though? That's the $1 million question.
Brandon Campbell just took over the third spot from Brian Zimmerman again. And then Jason Day trying to look underneath Zimmy as well, but can't get there just yet. Taking lap 19 of 125. Aaron Raymond all over the back bumper of Chris Carroll. Might have a battle for the lead heating up here, Tanner.
I'm not sure if the 68 might not be a tad faster than the 97 right now. He is right there on the back bumper. Got the 97 mirror completely full of nothing but DCF reality. That's all Carroll can see right now when he looks in that mirror. Got to try to stay focused, eyes out ahead. This is a momentum type track. You cannot afford to miss a mark on either side of the track because then you're going to be going slower. So you got to be focused, especially on a short track like 5 Flags.
Last time by, if you want to compare lap times on the leaders, an 18.08 for the 97 of Chris Carroll and an 18.05 for Aaron Raymond. As you saw, Raymond, he scraped the wall just a little bit there.
I don't know if these boys heard us say the tires are king tonight because it looks like they are going all out. As we did, we saw the 68. A little bit of a love tap to the wall, right? No harm, no foul here at a short track like this, but that shows that he is trying to get everything he can right now out of number 68 car.
Yeah, he's almost running a different line than Carroll is too. I mean, they look virtually the same, but if you watch, he's got I don't know about a tire width difference, like up the racetrack versus Carroll. He's almost driving it in high and pulling it down low. Carroll seems to be using that apron coming off the corner just a little bit to get it to turn.
I think Carroll, well, I think a lot of these drivers are here. They're kind of using this race tonight as practice. It wouldn't be me if I wouldn't do a shameless plug. This Saturday night, Snowball Derby, 300 laps here at 5 Flags. It's going to be great. A lot of money on the line. And, of course, it's going to be live here on True Sim Productions. Hit that subscribe button. chat with us throughout the race, but you also get notified every time we go live. Hit that sub button. It helps out a ton. As I believe we're about to have a battle for the lead. I know the second I click away from this, we're going to have a leader change, right? And I also seen right out the front of Chris Carroll, lap traffic's getting ready to start playing a factor in tonight's event.
Which is a good thing, right? I mean, it's good to see that
It's
we're
good
getting
for
this
us.
long.
It's good for
well,
us.
It's a good long green flag run. I mean, again, it's really going to show what these guys are capable of. I mean, you see Chris Carroll and Raymond right now, they're both pulling away from everybody. They're catching lap traffic, though. Could that affect the 97? He's going to get into some dirty air right here, and is that going to allow the 68 to make a move? Is that going to allow people like Jason Day, Brian Zimmerman, Campbell, are they going to be able to catch back up to these guys? And again, you pointed it out at the beginning of the race, they do have to worry about fuel mileage here tonight as well.
Absolutely do. Absolutely. They can only go between 60 to 70 laps. Like I mentioned earlier, they can make it to the competition caution, but that's it. They have to go in after that, right? They only got about 10, 15 laps to spare. Also want to note, we did see Campbell in the 7 machine. He took over P3 from Zimmy. Something happened while we was watching the leaders battle it out, and now Zimmy and Dave both have got around Brandon Campbell.
If you want to take a look at Campbell, Tanner, on that right side, he does have the right front a little crinkled. Might be having the same problem that Aaron Raymond's been having, as we got a wreck on the front stretch with the leader involved.
Leader's involved. No. Was it lap traffic? We're getting ready to find out right here. I don't want to hit play, Sam, but I have to, don't I? It's my job, right? I got to. Here we go, folks. Let's see what happens.
Oh, man. I'm watching it real quick on my end, Tanner, and let's see what you got.
Oh, boy. Oh, 26 gets to the back of the 14. Oh.
Chain reaction. It took out the top two on that one. I mean, Carroll got the majority of it. Luckily, these guys
and Raymond lost a motor, Sam.
They got a quick repair here tonight, Tanner, but that's not how you want to use it. Only about 30, 35 laps into this race. I mean, unfortunate circumstances for our race leaders. Nowhere for them to go, but them lap cars, man, it's just product of racing. I mean, one got into the other. Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It was just a chain reaction. You saw the 26 get into the left rear of who was that other car? I didn't see who that was. The 21, I believe the 21. I think. And then, or no, it was the 14. 26 got into the 14, which hooked the 14 into the 21. And that's where Carroll had nowhere to go. I mean, there's nothing Carroll could have done. There's nothing the 68 of Raymond could have done. They were just trying to avoid it. Cars everywhere on that one.
And 5 flags. It's a track that's not very wide. It's not very wide. You got a wall to the outside. You got a wall right there to the inside. So when you wreck, you're basically staying right there in the racing group. So, man, oh man, take this race, turn it up on its head, Sam.
How about this, Tanner? I'm wondering if Chris Carroll might have forgot to check that fast repair, because still sitting on pit road right now.
Well, let's see if we can pull him up and have a word with him.
Pull him on up.
Chris Carroll, I hate to do it to you, buddy, but we got to. You're still sitting on pit road. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
I see that you're still sitting there. Car still mangled. Did you get into that pit lane without having the fast pro check?
Well, I couldn't tow, or I had to tow. The car was absolutely totaled when the guy came off the wall there. So, got another 25 seconds of towing here. So, see what happens.
But you do have a competition caution coming at lap 50. So for what that's worth, try to at least mitigate the points damage, right? You and Aaron were battling it out, starting 30 cars. I mean, lap traffic did nothing wrong. They're racing for spots. Get into it. Talk me through what happened after your windshield, though.
Yeah, I saw the guy in front of me moved up and got into the guy in front of him, which turned the guy off the wall, and I tried to shoot the gap, and it just wasn't there.
Right, just basically Jesus take the wheel type of moment, huh? As a Jesus
Yes,
goes in effect. I hate that for you, Chris. Well, at least just stay out there and try to get as many points as you can. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
As this race, I'm telling you, it just got flipped over on its lid.
I mean, it seems like Chris saw exactly what we saw, though.
Right.
Out of his windshield. So, how about this, though? USAFirearms.com's own Brian Zimmerman gonna be bringing them down to the green flag, and green flag back in the air.
And then also BAM Racing Videos on the outside. So 2 series sponsors started 1-2. But it looks like Mettler did not time that restart very good. That's going to allow Troy Tarbuck in the 24 to maybe get clear. With the 15 fighting hard on the outside, he drops in there really deep.
Troy Tarbuck's going to go ahead and take second position as they go down the front straightaway, and we're going to be back under the yellow flag.
And it's not telling me who on this one. Basically just clicking around till we see somebody hurt. I'm not seeing anything here though.
Yeah, Tanner, I'm not either. I'm
Well,
trying to go back
listen
here.
now, I do race control on Monday and Tuesday, right? I race control and race. Did somebody try to clear black flags right then and accidentally put yellow out? It happens.
It does happen.
I mean, I've clicked all through this field. I'm not seeing the incident anywhere unless it could have possibly been this 21. Let's see if we can go back.
No, it wasn't the 21. I went back and looked. There was a little bit of contact with Bill Gross there. He got put up into the outside wall, but yeah, I don't know, Tanner. Doesn't look like, might have been a little bit of debris out on the racetrack too from the previous wreck. There was a lot of cars involved. I don't know, race control didn't like it. We're going to restack them, re-rack them, and do it again.
That's one of the things where the commentators kind of cover up for it, huh? Yeah, we're not sure what happened there. But oh well, it don't matter. Now, that is the third caution. So, competition caution is out the window. It's no such thing now. So that's really going to make fuel really interesting now.
Yeah, so what do you do here? I mean, you see a lot of guys that are electing to stay out. I mean,
I thought you had
could
to
at
pit
least come
here.
down and get fuel. Yeah,
I thought you had
would
to.
have at least came and got fuel here. But choose cone got into effect here. Flagman giving these guys one to green. You see Mettler, Bam Racing Video Zone. He goes to the top side once again.
I figured it would be single file if they could complete the lap, but maybe not. Oh well, choose cones in effect. Mettler went back high. Now last time he did not get a great launch off. Let's see if he tries to do a little better this time. Maybe be door to door with Zimmerman. May have a battle for the lead as they go off turn 1 and 2.
Green flag back out in the air.
Take it.
Brian Zimmerman's going down in turns 1 and 2. He's going to maintain the race lead, but Troy Tarbuck's going to fight hard on the inside lane. Mettler trying to hold on to that second position on the high side, just can't seem to keep the momentum up. Tarbuck's going to clear him here going into 3 and 4. Still side-by-side battle back here with Tyler Johnson, Larry Bell, and Guy Barrett all in the mix back here.
I say it every week, Sam, on these restarts. You do have to try to get everything you can, and that's what we're seeing right here. That's a product of that. These guys are letting it all hang out right now. Yes, we're not even close to halfway to go in this race, but if you can make a pass or two on every restart, well, shoot, man, before you know it, you're up there in the top 5, right? Guy Barrett's right on the back bumper of the 5 machine of Tyler Johnson. And Chris Carroll, I've noticed his name's up there in the hat now. I'm trying to see how many laps Carroll went down.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, Tanner. It was 3 wide there for a second between Zach Murphy, Wayne Anderson, and Chris Paul Hamas. They made it work, but it looks like Jacob Lamb might have went around.
Somebody didn't make it work though. Is this part of the 3 wide or just something?
No, this is something completely different.
Oh, okay. Let's go back and see what happened here. And the number.
Yeah, take a look at that 14 car. Looks like he kind of just lost it on his own, Tanner.
Looky here. Pit road is now becoming busy. Sam, I do notice here though, look, I gotta show this. Mettler stayed out. Michael Wood stayed out. Wayne Anderson stayed out. Looks like it's about half and half. About half and half. Let me pull up the side ticker really quick just to see how many laps Chris Carroll went down. If it's going to show me over there. It's not going to show me. Because why would it?
Give me a second here and I'll tell you.
Sam could let us know how many laps Carroll went down.
Looks like Carroll's about 3 laps down right now.
Man, oh man, that's brutal. And now folks got to remember here too, 30 cars out here. So if you're one of them guys towards the back, you really don't have time to go down pit road and get 4 tires on and stuff like that, right? This ain't a NASCAR style pit stop. This is a pit stop that it takes some time, right? I mean, you're looking at 22-second stop for Guy Barrett. I'm pretty sure he took tires, but the rest of the field, Tommy Miller looks like he took tires.
There's a lot of difference in pit stops right now. I'm looking at times as well. I mean, Brian Zimmerman, he was the race leader when everybody came down pit road. Now currently sitting in 14th, had a 12.2 second stop, but Tarbuck right behind him had a 14-second stop. I'm thinking maybe right sides, if anything.
Maybe. I think you might be right.
But it's kind of early, don't you think?
I do. I'm gonna pull up Zimmy really quick, just to find out really, because we were watching other stuff. Didn't really get to see and pay attention. Brian Zimmerman, you're in True Sim Production booth with Tanner and Sam. You got a copy?
I got you, bud. How you tonight?
I'm doing good, Zimmy. You winning the pits, the race leader. You came out 14th because people did not pit. But I gotta know, new series, we don't know what pit stops are like. Did you take any tires that go around?
I took right side tires and I took enough fuel to make it to the end. So
right
I do not plan making another trip down pit road.
So you think you can go, what is it, 75 laps, I think, like that?
Yes, sir. I can do it.
Wow.
Well, we got some cars choosing high and going low and all night. But yeah, I think we can make it all the way. I think I can make it to the end from here.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, boss. As lights are off on the pace car. I moved myself and not Zimmy. I swear I'm good at this, my job. All right, green flag is out, Sam. I'm sorry for that one. We butchered that one, huh? LOL.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here just kind of chuckling.
LOL.
You got time to recollect yourself, though, because we're back under the yellow flag here.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, no. Tyler Johnson, I think, is involved. Larry Bell.
Yeah.
See what happens here.
I don't know. I'm showing. Let's see here. I'm not too sure. Larry Bell, Tyler Johnson. Tyler tries to go down to the bottom of the racetrack, and I don't know, man. That one's kind of hard to tell. Like I like to do this, Tanner. I don't know what you do with your stuff, but I always like to let chat decide who's at fault.
Oh, I'm pretty bad about it. I usually just let it be known. I think it's just a little bit too aggressive right here, too early, right? But I don't know that to be for certain, right? On both drivers, Tyler came down right there in front of Bell. Didn't give Bell a whole lot of time to react on it, right?
I mean, that's the thing. I think Tyler saw the hole, and he knows that the bottom is key, and he went for it. And I don't know. I don't think the 43 of Bell, I don't think he was really expecting that this early. But again, these are new drivers. This is their first race. They got to get used to what driver's going to make what move, right? So
exactly.
That helped out with the 15 strategy, though, because he holds on to the race lead.
So our top four as they stand right now have not pitted. And then you got to go back to P7, Derek Stanley, Kel Butler in P8, and then Bill Gross, the 12 car. We saw him back it into the fence on the first lap, got involved in an incident. He has also not pitted. So there's only like 6, 7 guys out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 drivers left that have not went down for service yet on pit road.
The thing is, though, Tanner, is that you had guys like Brian Zimmerman and the Troy Tarbuck, the guys who were up front prior, they've already pit. They've already taken their tires.
Right.
I mean, with these cautions continuously coming out like this, Metler might be in a good position because now he's not going to have to worry about fuel when he comes down pit road, and he's going to have the better set of tires.
I agree. And now somebody like Mike Wood, he's not really known as a short tracker, but I raced with him last week at Stafford, and that 99 car was wicked fast. So give somebody like him, somebody like Metler, Wayne Anderson, Chris Paul Haynes, you give them fresher tires at the end, they could really shake this thing up a little bit.
I mean, we saw it happen last night in the Tour Modified Series. It got shaken up there at the end with the green-white checkered.
Who finished second in that race? I can't even remember. Who was that?
I don't know who that was.
I know. Yes, you do, Samuel.
I can't remember. I mean, I broadcasted it, but I can't remember.
Right, just slipped your mind.
Yeah, it just slipped my mind. I think he won a race, though, prior.
Yeah, he's a loser. Folks, for the ones that don't know, if you don't watch this every week, shame on you, but it was me. I was just being goofy there. All right, single file restart here. As Mettler fires off, he gets away pretty good. So does Buster in the 99, Mike Wood.
Oh, man, I think we might have saw... I'm going to go back and look at this, Tanner. You guys can take it. I'm going to see something here.
We're seeing a little bit of lane changing, huh?
I didn't want to say it right
Yeah,
away.
I call it how I see it up here, brother. Hey,
yeah, you saw the 19 of Steven Johnson. He tried to stay off of the 22, and the 68 just didn't care and went around him up. That's not following the rules, man.
That was so I wasn't able to catch car number or anything like that, but I saw that in my previews, and then once I saw where the 68 was, I kind of put 2 and 2 together right then. But yeah, I definitely saw that too. But yeah, up here in no, we're sitting in Tanner's booth tonight for TSP. We're not in Sam's booth. We don't hold back up here, right? It gets us in trouble sometimes, but we just like to be straight with it. But right now, somebody's straight with it. Mettler, he's straight out front, but does have the likes of Buster, Mr. Mike Wood, right there behind him.
Yeah, they're both running really good lap times right now, too. They're both maintaining a 17.9, whereas everybody else behind them are in the 18s and a little bit slower. Mettler doing a really great job keeping the 99 of Michael Wood behind him and just kind of ticking off laps right now. But I know that number 15, he wants another caution here, and probably, what do you think, 10, 15 laps? And then he can come down pit road, get them fresh tires, and make sure he's good on fuel?
I think that's the... If that's not the winning strategy, I'll be surprised, right? I'll honestly will, because he's showing right here he has good pace, right? Even on his little bit older tires, guess what? Fastest 2 cars on the track, your top 2. Now, granted, these other guys, like Zimmerman, we've watched him go in the lead. He is in traffic, but then I say that, but look, nobody's really out in front of him right now. He just has some cars a little bit. And I didn't notice it, but Zimmy had some front end damage. I think he got tangled up in the wreck that took out Aaron Raymond and Chris Carroll earlier as well.
I can't really tell from some of my angles here. Yeah, he's got a little bit of right front damage.
Is that just from the
fender's a little dented in, but yeah, it's nothing major. I think a lot of these guys are going to have that by the end of the night. Like you said, they're using every bit. Well, they're using every bit of the racetrack. We were talking to Brian Zimmerman before the race. He was saying the car was really, really tight. So it doesn't surprise me that we're seeing guys hit and scrape the wall a little bit coming off the corners.
Right, we're speaking right now. I'm watching Jason Day go really high. I thought maybe something was happening. May have just been a slight mental lapse right then. Now he looks like he's fine. I didn't know maybe he was running that line by design or what. Looks to be okay now. Hey, let's take it to the field. We haven't done that all night. Brandon Mettler sitting P1. Michael Woods in second. Stephen T. Johnson in the number 19 iRacing machine. He's sitting P3. Aaron Raymond in fourth. Wayne Anderson fifth. And we got Old Tron in the 22 car. He's sitting P6. Derek Stanley's in seventh. Brandon Campbell's in 8, Jason Day's 9, Brian Zimmerman's 10. Then back here, Bill Gross, we've watched him, like I mentioned earlier, got into an earlier incident. He's battled back, though. He's up to P11. Got Guy Barrett in 02 sitting 12. Zach Murphy in the Exxon machine, he's sitting pretty, number 29 and 13, excuse me. Wesley Whitfield's in 14, Troy Tarbuck's 15, Mitchell Moon was 16. Scott Smith is sitting 17, Chris Sawyer's 18. Jason Korn, Tyler Johnson, that's 19 and 20th. Kel Butler, 21st, and Chummy Miller. He's the last car on the lead lap, currently holding down the 22nd spot with a great patriotic paint scheme.
You see Chris Carroll there.
I did.
Yeah, he's in 23rd, but he's 3 laps down. So still got a long way to go. But Tanner, I do want to point out that Chris Carroll technically is the first car a lap down. So if he were to get another caution or two, that could really benefit him as well to get back in this thing.
He just needs to get that caution before somebody goes a lap down. That's the whole point. Once you go more than 1 lap down, you're basically in a hole, right? It's hard to get dug out of that hole. But you are right. If he can get 2 quick cautions right here, he's right there 1 lap down. He's ready to go, right? He cannot afford to have anybody else go a lap down. So if we get a lengthy green flag run here, that might be the final dirt, or we'll say final nail in his coffin when it comes to Lucky Dog, but we'll see. As we're looking at Mark Miller here, he is the last car on the lead lap. He's coming out of turn number 2 when Mettler is coming out of turn number 2. So It's happening. I mean, Battler's catching him. There's about a half track between them, I'd say.
Got, I don't know if you saw it there, but right in front of Mark, 64, Cal Butler. I don't know if this is scheduled or unscheduled pit stop for the 64, but bringing it down pit road.
I wonder. So Cal Butler I don't think he hit pit road earlier. He was one of the ones that didn't hit pit road, and he had trouble on a restart. I watched him go to the back, like maybe a black flag or something, but I noticed he didn't pit. That's his one pit in. Is Mettler now? Is he going to be scheduled for a pit stop? Surely not.
4 tires too, man, and that's going to put him 2 laps down under green. That's really going to hurt him. I mean, you just mentioned Mettler. I don't know what his strategy is right now, Tanner, but
Mike Wood's falling back. 99.
He's got a second lead. Yeah, I mean,
but the 99 car on the same strategy. Sorry to interrupt you, but his pace has completely fallen off.
His pace has, but the 15s hasn't.
Right.
This is nuts.
So I'm wondering. Looks like Wayne Anderson might be going down pit road. No, they're stacking up at turn number 4. Oh, Zimmy gets collected. That's going to be a caution for sure. We saw that live. And I think
Scott Smith's going to wall ride up into the fence.
Are we talking like Chastain style?
No, it's a little bit more impressive than that. And
no,
cars flipping after the caution is out.
There's nothing more impressive than that.
The 5 of Tyler Johnson, he got flipped after the caution came out.
Wow. So it looks like it starts right here, Sam, with Zimmerman. Is somebody up in front of him? It looks like there was a little bit of a stack up. 17 car looks like he's wanting to come down pit lane right there.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of miscommunication there on the spotters end. I think you're right. I think the 7 wanted to come down pit road. Wasn't low enough, and Zimmerman was trying to get around him. Might have clipped him a little bit, but yeah, you see
Sam.
I don't know how that happens, but
well, I'll start out by telling you, this driver's not paying attention. It's for one. I gotta ask you, where's this guy going?
Not sure. I don't know. We know these guys got brake pedals.
Do they?
That's what I've heard.
I've heard they do. Told. Man,
hey, you know what though? See.
Wow.
How about this? This helped out Brandon Mettler immensely. Because he was the race leader, now was able to come down, get fuel, get tires under caution, not lose a bunch of spots.
Right.
I don't know, man.
I'm still speechless. I cannot tell a lie. I'm speechless. So, race leader, shout out to the dirt. Oh my goodness gracious! Look at that car. He's got a half late model, half modified. Yeah. Now I said damage is not going to affect the cars too much tonight. That damage might be affecting that 39 and that 06 right out in front of him. Man, I'll be honest, fans, that one was crazy. That one was crazy right there.
It definitely was. We're not used to seeing wrecks like that all the time here. It does happen every once in a while, though. You get a good one.
Right, that was a good one. That sure was a good one. That one left me speechless, and anybody that knows me knows that don't happen very often. Just give a shout out to the people in the chat. Tom Freitas, thank you. Hopefully we'll be back racing next week. For the ones that don't know, Freitas, he is the main man behind Front Row Esports, a Friday night series that we collab with very often here at Critical Line Racing. Currently going through a few health issues with his heart, and that's scary, man. So my heart's out to him. Thoughts and prayers definitely for Tom Freitas. Then we got, I'm sorry, sweetie, I'm going to butcher your name, Sierra Campbell. I think it'll be Jason Day or Chris Carroll for the win tonight. It's going to be a great race. Terry Foster saying you two keep it together. A few out, but a good car count. TSP sounds great tonight. You guys are doing an awesome job. Well, thank you, Mr. Foster. Also, a key part in TSP calling Sunday night's actions with Samuel Baumgartner on Sundays with me, Gilson.
Green flag back out in the air, Tanner. It looks like Jason Corn decided to stay out front. Gonna get out of the way here, though.
He did. He went up really high. Gonna let Aaron Raymond on by. Oh, no, he's gonna get tagged by. Oh, no, that's gonna be a big one, Sam.
Oh, that's going to be a huge one. We're watching it live right here.
It actually wasn't.
My pick got involved, Tanner. I am done picking people on True Sim Productions. That's it. I'm done. I've said it before, but
They wrecked
how many
for
times?
70 seconds after the wreck, though.
Like I said, I think Jason Corey, he was trying to just stay out of the way. I mean, that's a hard angle to tell whose fault it actually is. I mean, he has the right to stay out. You know what I mean?
He did nothing. I
Everybody
don't see anything that Corn did wrong there. He went up high. He tried to give him the lane. And I think you're just seeing what I mentioned earlier.
I don't think he was expecting to be getting pushed 3 wide.
Right,
I don't think he was expecting that. Right. I think he was just trying to give a lane. Look at that, though. Still had a fast repair, so he can still come back out and...
Yeah, get out there and win this thing. That car's pristine now, baby.
I tell you what, he's always known for running these very simplistic paint schemes. Just one color, one sponsor, and a number.
I think that was simple. That's pretty complex. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean...
It's got blue on it. It's got side bite and the white on the hood, and then nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's real.
I'm just joking.
His late models are the same thing.
I know. Now Scott Smith. Let's see if Scott Smith. He's out here still. Scott Smith. Oh, he has a simple one too. Scott Smith had one of the best looking dirt cars I've ever seen on Thursday night. We were live. It was Lernerville. 100-lap race. It was a big money race too. Scott Smith had a nice car out there. But yeah, I was hoping he had something extravagant. The only thing extravagant he needs a new right rear.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, wow. That right rear is destroyed. Speaking of destroyed,
and Brian Zimmerman's on pit road. Not using a fast repair, though. Somebody might want to phone the 28 and say, buddy, you got a demo car right now. As he might get a black flag there, too, Sam. Look, this is inside baseball, I know, but look where he comes off.
Oh,
that's going to be close.
Really surprised. Yeah, I'd be really surprised. Oh, coming back down pit road. I mean, I believe that would have been he'd have to serve that under green, but.
I think so. But look here.
He could just be coming down to get damage fixed, too.
Aaron Raymond was pacing our leader, Chris Carroll, earlier, remember? And they did that for about 40, 50 laps until that caution took him out, basically. Aaron Raymond lost the motor. Luckily for him, did have a fast repair in his pocket. Did not go laps down. He's right back up in the race lead now, boys and girls. That shows so right there. Wreck
this
out.
Should be single file, I believe, right, Tanner?
It should be.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I see guys trying to make choose cone, and I don't know what's going on here.
They're confused.
Yeah. New guys. There are new guys here tonight, so.
Right.
Yeah, you see the lights are back on the pace car. They might have extended to caution here.
As look at P3. There's a lot of mangled up, destroyed race cars, which, I mean, I know we're making jokes and light of it up here. We had to kind of expect a little bit messier of a race the first couple of weeks. I mean, we're starting 30-plus cars on a half-mile track, and all these drivers, shoot, a lot of them never turned a single lap with each other, right? Brand new series, going to have its bumps and bruises along the way. I'm still very, very optimistic. This is going to be one of my favorite series to call. I'm super, super excited for the season.
Honestly, I'm just happy about the turnout, you know? We're back under the green flag as, again, everybody just changing lanes right there. Single file, though. I mean, however you want to look at it, but caution flag back out on the speedway. We'll have time. We could talk about it and take a look at it if you want.
I'm not seeing anybody that wrecked here.
Neither am I.
Right here.
I don't know what this is in the back.
All right, folks, we'll have a break in the action. We're going to throw it to MF Racing Designs for the final time tonight, and then we will be back uninterrupted for the last 35 laps of tonight's event. Stick with us. We'll be back momentarily. as we are back. I want to thank MF Race Designs for being a loyal sponsor here on the channel, on the series. Again, want a great looking paint scheme, look up MF Race Designs on Facebook.com. I also need to add in a Savage Edge. I don't know why they're not in here, if I'm being honest. So need to get them added in here. That gives us something new to show every once in a while. But we're 93 laps into this. It'll probably be lap 95, I would guess, when we go back green flag racing. So it's still anybody's night. I did pick Aaron Raymond. Who'd you pick, Sam? I don't even remember now. It's been,
Jason Day.
and yep, you cursed him.
Yep. I will say this though, I want to, since you were talking about SavageEdge.com, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the channel, go check out one of our sponsors, SavageEdge.com, and get yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt. Corey will make it just for you, and I'll have it out in your door probably about a week or so, maybe less than that, depending on how busy he is. But go get yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt.
It would make a awesome Christmas present.
It really would. Good stocking stuffer.
A little big for a stocking. Well, I guess if you're...
Yeah, you can roll it up, right?
I'm an XXL though, so mine's a little bit bigger than normal. But all right, green flag is back out. Drivers are off the rails. We're off the rails. Looks like it was a little bit cleaner towards the front half of the field on that restart. That's going to allow Aaron Raymond to kind of skate away right now. Got the 19 of Stephen T. Johnson, Michael Woods. So front row esports showing out right now, sitting P3 and P2. Stephen T. Johnson, number 19 car. He's up 26 spots as he hit the grid.
I'm just going back, Tanner. I went back and looked at the replay at the back of the field with that restart, and I don't think the message from race control got across.
You know what? I'm not even remotely shocked. But we are still green, so hopefully they endured and heard that portion of the message.
Well, I want to point out, Tanner, Steven Johnson just ran the fastest lap of the race at 17.73, and we're going to be back under caution.
That looks like a big one. Just from the way SDK's lighting up to me, that looks like it could have been a big one.
Might want to go check the number 12, it looks like.
Thank you. Tyler Johnson, the 5. Bill Gross right there in the 12. Did he get tapped? Did he get help from behind? He did. Just drivers over anxious.
Man. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Jason Corn, man, what just got that fast repair? He got tagged in that last caution and now taken out in this one. Scott Smith, he's smoking. Oh, almost came down right there in front of the leaders, trying to get back going. I mean, an unfortunate night, too, for the 12 of Bill Gross. He's been out there getting hit like a pinball.
Riding on board with Tron, Mr. Chris Paul Heyman. Tries to get underneath Bill, but tries to get underneath him, and he's still about half the lane up. I think Bill was expecting him, if he was going to go underneath him, to go more down towards the bottom. Just my point of view on it, but man, oh man.
I'm sure it's, you know, varying points of views from both drivers. I'm sure the one guy feels he came down. I'm sure the other guy feels he came up and hit him, you know, until they actually get a chance to take a look at the replay. I don't know. It just seems a little unnecessary for going that hard for that position.
I do agree. As we got time to go look at the chat one more time. Terry Foster said, "Didn't one of the broadcasters run off the track at Lernerville?" I think so. I was in the booth, so I didn't see one of the broadcasters run off at Lernerville.
I got pushed off, Terry. Let's be clear. I got pushed off the track.
Well, push, maybe gently helped. I mean, it's apples to oranges, right?
Any other synonym for pushed off the track?
Maybe slightly. A little. Speaking
Just
of
a
push,
bit.
it was you and Chris Carroll. Carroll's one of our best friends, right? I talk to him every day. I'm trying to see what his lap down situation is, as it's of course not going to tell me. So what's Chris Carroll's lap down situation, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
Let me go ahead and see if I can't find him here. Chris Carroll.
Getting ready to come across the top right now.
He's unfortunately still 3 laps down, I'm pretty sure.
He is indeed, and has Brian Zimmerman, Kel Butler, Guy Barrett. There's a few with only 1 lap down, so that shows right there. I mean, you're seeing 2 ends of the spectrum. Aaron Raymond involved in the same wreck Chris Carroll was involved in, but now Carroll did get the worst end of that stick by far. Had to tow, went some laps down. But kudos to both drivers sticking it out and trying to maximize the points they can get on a bad night. That's how champions are made, right there. You got to maximize the points on a bad night.
Green flag back out in the air. 68 machine's going to get a good launch. Steven Johnson, remember, he ran the fastest lap of the race not long ago, so keep an eye on him. He had a great run last night trying to capitalize on that momentum here tonight.
And now remember, folks, Brendan Mettler, he pitted on lap 84, so he has fresher tires than the three drivers in front of him. They all pitted on lap 77. Only 7 lap difference, but I promise you, speaking with the drivers during practice tonight, they said after 3 laps you notice the difference. So will these fresh tires start to play a factor? Because it looks like right now Mettler is able to get in and out of these corners a little bit smoother, a little bit easier than his top 3 competitors.
He's caught these top 4 guys pretty quickly. I think he's just trying to find a way around the 99 right now. Just trying to make sure he doesn't overheat those tires. But he's got to make something happen here quick. Only 20 laps to go.
As we're riding basically a drone shot back onto the 99. It's the Gravedigger monster truck machine. And it looks like that car's been hit by a monster truck because look at the front of it. Michael Wood doing a great job. We said all night damage things really going to matter. And he's a testament to that here tonight. Running great, but now has Mettler to his inside. Got a battle for P3. Mettler down low, Wood up high. I think Wood's going to have the first lane right here, though, as he goes on the exit. Has the momentum, but Mettler trying to hang tough right there, but no. Cannot make it stick underneath the 99 of Michael Wood.
That's actually really surprising to see. We've seen that bottom lane dominate all night long. I don't know if Mettler's tires are starting to overheat or if he's just pushing the car too hard. He's got another run here. Try another whack at it.
And Wood's kind of showing him the bottom right here, Sam. He's not really trying to guard the bottom, it looks like. Yeah, he's not a full groove up, but, I mean, look right there on the entry. There, that time maybe not, but every other lap, Woods ran about the middle of the track, so he's leaving that door open kind of. Got to be careful with that because eventually that door is going to it's going to get walked through, right? Mettler's going to put his nose there.
Tell you what, these guys battling for third. You go back up to the front, Tanner, Steven Johnson and Aaron Raymond. I mean, we got a battle going for the lead here, 16 laps to go. I know they're not side by side, but Steven Johnson has gotten a run through the center of the corner almost every lap. Here it
right
is,
here,
making a move.
Aaron Raymond now. Very different what we were seeing with Michael Wood. Aaron Raymond, he entered low and stayed low right then. He was defending that spot. He's the race leader. He knows these races on Crooked Line Racing, they are hard to win. They're hard to have yourself in position. 15 laps to go, 14 to go, and they cross the stripe. This is it right here, baby. This is what we waited all night for. It is heating up. Throw a blanket over the top two.
Yeah, I think the 68, he definitely threw a good block there going down front stretch, but I don't think that's going to please the number 19 too much. Might be seeing a little bit of the chrome horn action here tonight at Five Flags.
As we're here for it. We are here for it. As race control, we don't want to do it, but if we're in the broadcast booth, we want to see it. It's entertainment for us, right? Will the 19. I mean, if I get blocked, oh, yellow flag, that's really going to change the thing. It's telling me the 24 of Tarbuck may have went around. Tarbuck's had a good night all night running within the top 7. Was running ninth when the caution came out. Let's see what happened.
It looks like he just gets tagged.
But, oh.
Oh, maybe not.
That was...
Oh, no, him and the 66 get involved down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what happened after the corner. Oh, it just comes up onto the 66's lane.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely came up there.
Yep. Chris Sawyer and the 66 Chick-fil-A machine. Man, I could go for Chick-fil-A right now, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it does sound pretty good.
What do you order at Chick-fil-A?
Honestly, I just get chicken strips because I don't go there that often.
It's all about the nuggets, baby. All about the nuggets. But it's the same thing, right? It's all chicken, right? You ever seen a nugget on a chicken? No. What about a strip? You ever seen a strip on a chicken?
No.
See, so it's all the same thing. They're just one's a little bit bigger, right? Chick-fil-A's fries are golden, but the best fast food fries has to be McDonald's. It just hands down has to be when they're hot and fresh.
I concur.
All right, so we got 10 laps to go, Sam. Looks like there's going to be maybe, I'm going to guess, 8 to go when they take the green. My pick still kicking. Will the broadcast occurs bite? I don't know. I'm going to give you your one chance. Switch up your pick. Who you got? I'm sticking with mine. I'm going to ride the horse so the horse can't run no more, Aaron Raymond.
I tell you what, I like that 19. I don't want to curse him. I don't want to curse Metler either, but Metler's looking good there in third. And now that he has a chance with another restart, I don't know, man. I don't want to curse anybody. My pick's already out, so.
I just want to see if you would pick after you said a while ago you wasn't picking on True Sin Productions anymore. I've seen if I could, like, walk you into it.
I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
Sierra, I think that's how you say your name, sweetie. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably not mentioning that right. You said Chick-fil-A nuggets are the best. I totally agree. And the waffle fries are good, too, with about a pound of ketchup.
A pound of ketchup?
A gallon,
Does it specifically have to be a pound of ketchup?
Well, I like a lot of ketchup. I'm one of them weird people, right? We go through a bottle of ketchup in my house about 4 days.
I like ketchup as well.
That's the only thing I like.
Give me 7 to go here, Tanner, and we're coming back to the green flag.
Side by side, 68 gets a great launch off. I was wanting to see if Metler was going to be up on the wheel right then, but the 19 car timed that restart perfect, did not let the 15 get to his inside, so now the battle's on for victory.
Yeah, he got a really good restart right on the back bumper of our race leader right now. Coming to get 6 laps to go. Can Steven Johnson get there? He gets that run through the corner, man. I'm telling you, he might have a shot.
Every time he exits the corner, he gets a great launch off. So something he's doing in these corners that's really helping him. But I say it all the time, getting to that driver is one thing. Passing that driver, it's an entirely taller mountain. So can he get around the 60? Yeah, he's there. He's definitely there.
He's got 5 laps to do it. I don't know what to say. Like, I want him to make a move, but I don't know when he's going to go for it. It almost looks like he's messing with them.
Is he like a tiger right now, playing with his food? Or is the 68 kind of cat and mousing him, right? The next game's the leaders in second place. They play games with each other out here. You have to, right? You have to over the course of a 125 lap race.
Well, it's going to be 3 laps to go this time by. I don't know, man. I think the 19's just waiting for the opportunity to give him the bump and run and move him out of the way for it.
I feel like the bump and run has been opened up with the block. That's always the way I address it, right? If you block me once, and you've kind of just said you don't care what happens with my car, and guess what? I don't care what happens with yours either. But it looks like the 68 got a little bit of comfortable room in between him and the 19 now. The 19 is kind of falling back a little bit now, Sam, as there's 2 laps to go. Going to be white flag this time by. Barney Fife Jr., the flagman, has the white flag in his hand. It is now shown to the drivers now. Season opener, Wednesday night, late model stock series, brought to you by BAM Racing Videos. Looks like Aaron Raymond's going to have it as he comes out turn number 2, Sam.
Down and back straight away for the final time. Steven Johnson's not going to be able to get there. Give the win to the 68 of Aaron Raymond coming out of turn 4.
Battled through adversity, too. It was not a win that he just got out front and stayed there. We watched him. He had a blown motor a portion of tonight's event. Battled back and did it greatly, mind you, to a E1 finish for the season opener. Steven T. Johnson brought it home in second place. Brandon Metler in third. Sam, we didn't even talk about this. We're going to do it on the fly. I'm in the broadcast booth. I didn't think about it. I'm going to move you down to the broadcast waiting room, and I'm going to let you just check the tire. Just have them read them off to you, their percentages, and then we'll go on from there.
Alrighty.
Thank you, sir. As we get our pit road reporter down there. Trying to find Aaron Raymond. So we will wait for Sam to get done. He's going to do basically just post-racing inspection. Going to check these guys' cars out really quick for them. A little bit of a peek behind the scenes. I normally do this week in and week out for the series, but since I'm in, obviously I can't do it. What a race. What a race. If you're still tuned in with us, post-race interviews coming your way in just a few moments. Thank you for tuning in. A little bit looser of a broadcast night. Me and Sam got up here. We had fun, called to action. 125 laps. Oh, ketchup is not overrated. It is not overrated. You take it back. Take it back now. Mustard's overrated. Honey mustard's overrated. Ranch is definitely overrated. Ketchup is not overrated. As we're just now waiting for word from Sam. As I have brought Sam back. No, have not seen Aaron Raymond yet, but we'll go rolling. I'm not sure. Aaron's fairly new to the series. He may not know the protocol right now, actually. I didn't really go over it, so that's shame on me. We'll see if we get our P3 finisher up here. Sam, I think you're going to be able to get caught up with him. I do believe.
We just got through tech inspection here. Brandon Miller, you got through tech and everything. Hey, good strategy tonight, man. You were up there in the lead for a little bit. You brought it home P3. Kind of walk me through your race. It was a little bit of an up and down battle.
Yeah, it was a big change and big shock, honestly, to get back in these cars from such a while off. Especially racing at Five Flags, where we usually racing at nighttime. Throwing these cars where you haven't raced in a long time and throwing it during the daytime and different track temps and all that kind of stuff. Made it for actually a really fun challenge. The first half of the race was really just trying to find out where to put the car and how to drive the car. I found out I was really overdriving the exit 2 a lot, and I changed that up, and after that it was night and day from lap time. So made that change. I stayed out. I didn't want to take tires too early because I knew tires would be crucial here, with it being so hard to pass and whatnot. So I figured I stayed out as long as I could. Caution came with 3 laps of fuel left, so it came out a timely time, and it all kind of worked out.
All right, man. Well, hey, great run. Definitely a great run for the first race of the season. Who do you got to thank on that number 15 for making it happen tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank BAM Racing Videos on YouTube and Facebook. Obviously, got to thank the Crooked Line guys, Tanner and Jason Raymond, and all the other admins that helped put this on for a while. Obviously, like I said, it's nice to have this series back on where Crooked Line Racing started some foundation from with 6 or 7 guys week in, week out. So obviously going to be done without the hard work through all the past admins as well. Got to thank you and Tanner for putting on the broadcast, not only putting a good product on the racetrack, but a good product off the racetrack as well, and all of our Five Kings Motorsport sponsors. Most importantly, MF Racing Designs and McConey Setup Shop. McConey Setup Shop has a good deal going on right now, so make sure you check out their Facebook page with all the details for that.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations on that 3rd place, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate you.
All right, Tanner, I believe you're catching up with our 2nd place finisher. He's through tech as well.
Mr. Stephen T. Johnson. Hey, I just want to say he gained 26 spots when he hit the grid tonight. And got in practice late too. That's pretty impressive. But we have him here right now, live in living color. Stephen T. Johnson, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
I would like to apologize for having one of the most boring paint schemes in the history of iRacing on that broadcast. I did not realize that I didn't have a paint scheme on it.
It looked good. iRacing on the hood, right? I thought it took you a little bit of time to put it on there. It looked good.
Would have been nice to put some Aaron Raymond's paint on the front bumper, but I couldn't get to him. With a couple laps ago, the tires just gave out.
We were talking about it, and I'll be honest, I'm very, very straightforward up here. When somebody blocks me, it's kind of like open hunting season then, right? You told me if somebody blocks me, they basically tell me they don't care what happens to my car, so in turn, I don't care what happens to their car, right? And that's the way I called it, but talk me through those final laps right there.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like in the front half of that run, I was faster, but I just needed time to work the run in, just kind of get set up, and I was trying a couple different lines to, put myself in a position to get that run, and then he clipped the apron, I went for it, and he closed the door, and I thought, it was fair game, so, hats off to him. He did a really fantastic job, holding position. I lost 2 seconds coming off of pit road because I overshot my pit box, and that's how he got in front of me leaving pit road. So it is what it is. But if I get to talk to you all 2 nights in a row, that's pretty fun.
Right, I bet. And like I said, 26 spots gained from the grid at a pretty tough track to pass at. It's not one of the hardest tracks to pass at, but still pretty tough. Pretty messy out there all night, and it looked like you kept the 19 fairly clean. Who we got to thank for the 19 here tonight, and especially who we got to thank for putting together that sweet paint scheme.
Yeah, I think whoever at iRacing developed a super awesome paint scheme. But yeah, I mean, it was just trying to make it happen, and I came in with no practice. I didn't turn a single lap in practice, and not a single lap in qualifying. So I purposely wanted to start last and just kind of take the first bit of the race to, get comfortable with the track and then start move forward. So. But I appreciate y'all, honestly. You put on fantastic races, Sam. You do a fantastic job with the broadcast. I mean, it's a fun group to be around. I enjoy being here, and so appreciate y'all doing what you do.
Well, thank you for that, man. We appreciate that. And congratulations on the P2. Sorry, I had a brain fart right then, and
Okay, no worries.
I'm sure we'll be talking to you more throughout the season, buddy.
All right, be well. Talk to you soon.
Yep, you too, buddy. Alrighty, Sam. I'm not seeing our race winner. Like I said, he is new to the series. He don't exactly know the protocol, I don't think, of coming in and doing an interview. So, folks, Aaron Raymond, one heck of a performance here tonight, Sam. He got caught up in a wreck, running P2 right behind the leader. Himself and Chris Carroll, they were running 1-2, and they had a sizable lead over 3rd, 4th, 5th on back. Ultimately got involved in some lap traffic. Lap traffic not doing anything wrong, just racing hard for position like everybody else was doing, and stuff happened. But Aaron Raymond, he did not quit. He kept going. He prevailed. He prevailed in the biggest way. He won the battle here tonight. Race number 1 is in the books. We will be back out on track, Sam. Let's see if we can get our schedule in line here. We're going to go back. We'll be back Monday night if I'm
Well, tomorrow night, Fairbury.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. We're dirt racing tomorrow. Fairbury, one of the smallest tracks on iRacing, asphalt or dirt, one of the smallest tracks there is. That's going to be a doozy. Folks,
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Right. Folks, you see where your favorite driver finished right there. It's been a long one. We're going to close up shop. Until next time, it's been myself, Tanner Marr, Samuel Baumgartner, in the True Sim Productions booth. Hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like. Check out BAM Racing videos. And if you need a AR-15 or a gun accessory, USAFirearms.com. But until then, it's been myself, Tanner Marr, Samuel Baumgartner in the booth. We'll see you.